Hello, welcome. I don't really usually do video game reviews. I think I've got like 3 whole reviews on my channel. Not that many. But Phantom Liberty left a big enough impression on me that I thought I should try to marshal my thoughts here. I don't know, we're 50 hours into this character or something like that. Earlier today, which I guess this will actually go up the day after because it'll go up like Monday very early in the AM. Just the way things are going to work out. But, earlier today, we finished the Phantom Liberty, like the main body of the content, the main story for this thing. And I got a lot of thoughts about Phantom Liberty and the 2.0 update. And I'm going to try to articulate all this stuff here and get it out of my system. First, the game is really, really pretty, and Dogtown is an even more visually interesting area than the rest of the game. There's huge vertical heights here, but there's enough open space that unlike when you're downtown in the city center, you can actually appreciate looking up. Look over there, you got like cool air barges and just all kinds of stuff. Everywhere you look in Dogtown, there's something to pull your eye towards it. The voice acting in the game is superb, and the voice acting in Phantom Liberty continues that tradition. It might even be a little bit better than the base game's voice acting. Absolutely had a great time listening to basically every scrap of dialogue I could get my hands on. The sound design in the game is excellent. The sound design here is excellent. Listen to, well, you might not be able to hear. Let me turn the volume of the game up a little bit for you, so you get a little more of this background noise. But just listen to the background noise here. You have chatter in the background, gunfire, ambient noises, industrial like siren sounds, all kinds of stuff going on. I picked this perch to stand at because I think it kind of exemplifies a lot of what Dogtown's got going for it. You got this like shopping mall, you got like the pyramid, there's the stadium, the hotel, more stuff off this way. You can see the construction cranes and all kinds of stuff in the distance. If you look behind, you can see the remnants of like a little basketball court, little park area. It's all rusted out. It feels more than lived in. It feels like the kind of decay you would get if it was a place that had no law and order except for guys running around with guns. Wait, no, I'm just describing law and order. Never mind that thought. Everything about the gameplay experience, in terms of the presentation, in terms of the atmosphere, super tight. The storyline was a lot of fun. We'll come back to my criticisms of it. But the stuff that you're going through is really cool. And the path we went through on stream, towards the end of it, the game presented us with some very different kinds of gameplay that we hadn't done yet prior to this in the Cyberpunk experience. There's a lot of ways to approach this stuff in this game. You know, you can brute force a lot of things, you can finesse a lot of things, you can bluff a lot of things, you can hack a lot of things. This game put us through all of those paces in Phantom Liberty along the main thread of the main plot line. And it gave us some new stuff to do. So I have no idea who Jack is, but apparently we have a new contact added. Yeah, thanks, buddy. No, I don't actually remember who you are. Go away. I lost my train of thought because of that dude. He derailed it. Oh, right. We got to do some new stuff. There's a segment in the plot line I picked towards the end that turns us into like a horror game, like playing Soma. I thought that was pretty thrilling. I got a little frustrated with that section about halfway through, and I had to stop and take a short break, and then my subconscious was like, dude, you're an idiot, you're missing something obvious. And sure enough, I was missing something obvious. That was super tense. I really liked it. There was places where we got to not really go undercover, but impersonate people. It felt like a Mission Impossible movie, like we were Ethan Hunt. That was a lot of fun. There were a few mission objectives that weren't the standard sort of thing. There was some cool intrigue to get into. in terms of the variety of gameplay, it took everything that Cyberpunk did well and just added more stuff to it. My only complaint is the carjacking missions that are new. Those should have been in the base game at release. We're a brand new mercenary, earning our bones. We should have been jacking cars at level 1 instead of running around defeating like 27 goons for the NCPD. If anything, NCPD missions should have been like DLC content, and carjacking should have been base game. Sometimes those carjacking missions have some unreasonable expectations, let's put it that way, around them. And that kind of ruins the fun, because otherwise the contact you're working with, he's a pretty cool dude. You know, he's like a choom, right? And not like you sarcastically like, hey, choom, and then you shoot him in the face. It's like, you know, you're hanging out with this dude, you do a lot of gigs for him, he seems pretty cool, and then you're like 3 seconds late on delivery, and he's like, you know, implying he's gonna kill you or something. Like, it's like, whoa, bro. So that was the one disappointing thing about the mission design that I can really like latch onto and complain about. There were some really cool missions, some of the storylines in here, not even the main storyline, which was excellent, by the way. But some of the little missions, like he helps some dudes that are running a brain dance parlor, which is... Where's it at? No, I think it's over here before you get to the pyramid, I think is like where their place is. There's like a really cool mission there that gets... It feels very... No, I'm saying that wrong. It builds on the setting. It feels like a real thing in the setting. It explores identity, which is always kind of a fun thing. It's what Cyberpunk, a lot of it, was kind of founded upon. If you look at the plot line to Ghost in the Shell, it's all about identity. If you go watch Edge Runners, you know, there's a lot of who am I kind of stuff versus who I'm pretending to be, at least in terms of what David Martinez is going through. There's way more subtext to that. You need a psychologist to start unraveling Martinez and Lucy's relationship. What else? You might have seen the music video for the end theme from Edge Runners, and the sister of the character in that, Sasha, her sister, I didn't actually notice it at the moment I was playing, but I discovered it later, actually shows up. She's the wife of some cops you rescue, which was also really fun. You go rescue some cops. How about that for fun? There's a lot of stuff dredged up from like the lore in here, which is just great. The guy who runs Dogtown, he was a great character. He was menacing and a jerk all the way through. All the new cast members felt good. They felt pretty much like people. In terms of stuff the 2.0 update added, the new perk tree. What's the button for that? Yeah, here we go. The new perk tree. I don't know if I like it. I mean, you can see I got attribute points and perk points left behind it. I don't know what to spend them on. I've just literally run out of stuff that I care about. Like, I guess I could sink all these points into cool and get up here, but I don't particularly care about that. Maybe I should sink them over here and get, like, my shotgun stuff bought up some more. But some of this stuff, like 100% damage for the next quick melee move after shooting him with the shotgun, why would I want that? Why would I do that? If I'm using the shotgun, I just want to shotgun them. This is like trying to get you to go, like, hit somebody, shoot somebody, hit somebody, shoot somebody. But if I'm going to be that close, I'm just going to do what I'm doing and get my katana out and just murder everybody with a sword, which is pretty much what I've been doing, which is fun because that's what I did prior to the 2.0 update. So from my perspective, like, this update didn't change a whole lot about the way it works. I know a lot of people out there are talking about how the net running stuff has changed, and I frankly haven't done much of the net running stuff except to, like, do quick hacks to turn cameras off. So I can't really speak to that. The new system, I can't tell how armor works. I guess we should look at cyberware, right? That's where the armor screen is. No, where's the... Yeah, there it is. Like, I can't really tell how this works. This seems like a good chunk of armor, and some enemies don't hurt me, and then some enemies, like, kill me in 2 or 3 hits. And it's never really easy for me to tell who's doing what. The crafting system is totally different now. You have to... come in here, you can upgrade your iconic weapons, but not your other guns. Like, this is going to take 200 of orange thing to upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. See? We just crafted that. And we got probably a tiny amount of XP here. And it feels just as bad as the original crafting system did. It doesn't feel like it adds a whole lot. I feel like the gun should just level up with me, or we should just got rid of levels entirely and just turn this into like a first-person shooter. So I kind of like the 2.0 stuff because combat feels faster actually. When I get going with my sword, I swing it super fast, like 3 swings a second once I get like on a murder spree, which is incredible. I'm pretty sure that's faster than what I did prior to the 2.0 update. There's something funny going on, especially since the 2.01 patch, which is where I'm at right now. I think there's a memory leak and 2.01 made it worse because I have had to stop and restart the game to make it playable, and that has caused weird issues with OBS. The game has also crashed more now than it did before the 2.0 update, so we definitely have a major loss for stability there. And now my big thought about Phantom Liberty, the big one here, is I think Phantom Liberty, while I really like what it added to the game, I like the new area, I like all that stuff, I think Phantom Liberty would have been better off as its own game, stripped of the RPG elements. You're just dropped into like a first-person shooter situation. You know, you're a mercenary, you come in, you get some cool gear, maybe you acquire abilities with the perk tree, but there's not really level ups in that conventional sense of leveling stuff up. I think that might have been a cooler experience for this game. Oh, I didn't turn the volume back down. The gunfire's too loud, I apologize. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. Like, I think Phantom Liberty would have been a great separate game or a separate experience from the base game. But they did a great job of integrating Phantom Liberty with this. It really completed the Pacifica area. It added a whole lot of fun stuff to do in the game in terms of integrations with other things. Because there's a quest I looked up where I was helping some nerd who had jacked some stuff from his boss, and it turns out, you know, I could have, if I'd done the stuff in Pan Am, actually like used that material, used her to get him out. People in here know about some of the things you've done in other places, so I threatened some animals gang boss with, hey, do you want to end up like Sasquatch, which is the animals boss at the GIM over here? Stuff like that really made this feel like it was integral to the Cyberpunk experience. And if I had just bought this stuff, I would not have known what was pre-Phantom Liberty and what was Phantom Liberty content. It was that well integrated and that well done. Okay, I think that's it. I think it's all my thoughts about Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, and Cyberpunk 2.0. I hope I was making sense. You all take care of yourselves. You know, and maybe I'll find somebody we can go shank. Whoa! See what I'm talking about? Like weird, glitchy stuff. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Look at this nerd right here. Did we just explode him? He just exploded into a bunch of paper. Oh, never mind. There he is. Or her. Whatever. We don't discriminate here. We don't discriminate. We accidentally killed somebody, now the cops are after us. Oh, that's a good one! Yeah, I don't like the new cop system at all. I don't think it adds anything to the game, and in fact, it just kind of detracts from it. The old one wasn't very good either, but this one is somehow worse. Fortunately, I picked up a piece of gear that I just hit a button and my stars go away, so that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Anyway, you all have a great one out there. That's Phantom Liberty in a nutshell for you. I've sunk, I don't know, 50 hours into this playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and save. That way it puts the save game at the top. So next time I hit continue, we'll start here instead of where I was previously, which was like the new ending, which I'm not going to spoil. Take care of yourselves. You have a great one. And let me know what you think about Phantom Liberty in the comments down below. I really like it. I just wish it was more stable. Bye-bye.